Once again, it's time for Facts File, and tonight we're going to take a look at some of the archaeological sites in the UAE. If we take a look at what's happening today, the burgeoning UAE economy is clearly evident in the swelling rate of construction and development projects, paralleling those of Western standards. All this progress which the UAE achieved in a very short time is also a reflection of the glorious past, exemplified in the castles, towers and forts which you see dotted around the Emirates. Well, in tonight's Facts File episode, we are going to roam through 3 notable archaeological sites in the UAE, but without specifying their locations, because indeed tonight's question is going to be on those 3 locations, so watch out for those. Well, the first landmark is the Eastern Fort. It was built during the era of His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Zayed, the father of His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, in 1910, and restoration work was carried out to preserve the fort. The fort was used as a residential quarter during peacetime and as a bulwark during the war. The 3 towers on each angle of the fort are for surveillance and defence, making good advantage of the ports from which guns can be pointed. The fort's gate has a giant iron bolt to prevent the enemy from overrunning it. At the fort square there is a cannon directed towards the gate in case the enemy does enter, and there are also several small chambers for residents and a small prison to punish the outlaws and transgressors. Palm branches are used on the ceiling of the fort to cool the atmosphere, especially in the blazing summer season. We now move to the second landmark in our series and visit this old house. As we all know, old houses in the UAE are built from mud and stones from the sea and have built-in humidifiers and natural air distributors. Sometimes these are called arbajil, which is above the ceiling of the house and receives the air current from the 4 directions, then ascends to the house itself. But the air distributor in this house is entirely different from the other houses in the UAE or even in the Gulf states, because the air distributor is circular and not perpendicular. This house is located in Old Market area and owned by the late Ibrahim al-Madfa, who built the house at the turn of the century, and it was restored many times. The house is adorned by beautiful inscriptions. Mud and sea stones were used in its building. Indeed, if you visit the house, you will pass by a sign saying, "Smile, you are in." Well, we now move to the third landmark. So we conclude this tour at the Al-Bidia region, a coastal town in the middle of the coastal road, and has a residential complex. The town is flanked by mountains from all directions, and people earn their livelihood from agriculture and fishery. A castle is nestled on top of this slant overlooking the coast and nearby. Here we see the old mosque. This Ottoman-style mosque was said to have been built in the 5th century of Hijra, and there is a similar mosque in Damascus. This mosque is the source of pride for the native people. No one knows precisely when the mosque was built. It took over 1 year to build it, and it has 4 domes sitting on one base. Okay, so there you have it for tonight's quiz. 3 archaeological sites located in the United Arab Emirates. And our question, as we said earlier, is on the location of those sites. So it is, where are the following 3 archaeological sites located in the United Arab Emirates? They are 1, the Eastern Fort, 2 is the Old Home, and 3, the Al-Bidya Mosque. And of course, I'll be saying that again. So this is the question for tonight's Facts File quiz. Where are the following 3 sites located in the United Arab Emirates? The Eastern Fort, the Old Home, and the Al-Bidya Mosque. Well, there you are, a 3-part question, just to get your brains ticking over. A wonderfully easy one, isn't it? Not really. Well, at least that'll give you something to go and look for. Well, now we're getting towards the end of our series, so remember, we want you to have collected all your answers all together to put on 1 sheet of paper to send us at the end of the Facts File series, which is coming up in just a few days. And our address, when you write to us then, is Facts File, Programme 2 of Abu Dhabi Television, United Arab Emirates. And we look forward to receiving your replies then. And of course, we'll be sifting through them and preparing our Facts File summary and later our Facts File prize winners show. Well, until the same time tomorrow, it's good night from me and all the team. Good night.
Ba